Hello, good afternoon. My name is Waterson with Overcasting. Um, I've been a casting director now for close to 30 years. So how did it all start? Luckily, I went to film school when I was about in my late 20s, early 30s to study directing. I played football every Sunday with somebody who I didn't know at the time, but was a big film producer. This place called Spot Films. Spot Films in the early 90s was probably one of the biggest production companies for commercials uh, in Europe, really. Um, so anyway, I got a job as a runner, which meant usual things: picking up laundry, doing teas, running around making sandwiches, whatever it entailed, really. Um, After about 8 months, a casting director pulled out of a big job for Nike. Now, this was the first big Nike football job. The producer, knowing that I enjoyed football, I played football, knew a little bit about it, they said, listen, we need body doubles for all these major footballers. It was people like Cantona, Ian Wright, Ronaldo. I don't know if you remember the job. It's called Good versus Evil. Worth checking out. Probably the best Nike commercial they ever made, really. So I had to find body doubles for all these footballers and the Evil team as well. So that took me about 4 weeks, I think, just traveling around UK, trying to find people who looked like the footballers, could play football, had the same skin tones, had the same build, etc. Long time. Anyway, that commercial done very well. It won every major award that year. MTV, Best British Commercial, Best World Commercial, Best Sports Commercial. It just won everything. Nothing to do with me. Simply was a great director, great producer. Tarzan Singh was the director. Tommy Turtle was the producer. Spots Films was a production company. So after that, people just started ringing up the production company saying, oh, we're doing a sports commercial. Can you tell us who done the casting for you? We found those people. So from that was my in. I thought, okay, I'm not a runner anymore. I guess I'm a casting director. So for the next, I don't know, 5 to 8 years, I'd done street casting. Any job that needed real people, I'd find them, be it extras or to, to be featured people, really. And in those days, street casting was a big vogue, early 90s. A lot of people like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Post Office, everybody wanted real people rather than actors for some reason. Blood donors, all those kind of commercials I've done. And for like I say, for 6 to 8 years, I've just done solely street casting. Traveled the entire world. I was so very lucky. Luckily, in those days, there wasn't production companies or people set up in other countries as there are now. So I traveled the world basically, year in, year out, all over Africa, Asia, anywhere you can think of, doing casting and sending it back to UK. I worked for Spots, like I say, and Tarzan was probably the biggest film director, commercials film director in the world at that time. And I'd done all his casting for it. Eventually people said, oh, listen, rather than just real people, we need some actors. Can you find actors as well? Of course I can, yeah. So joined Spotlight, started looking for actors, went to see lots of plays, theatre, anything that was going, just learn as much as I possibly can about actors. And just went from there. And gradually the street casting drifted away, and I continued just with actors, which I have been doing for the next 20 years or so. People always ask, how do I get into becoming a casting director? God only knows. I mean, I don't even know how I've done it. So how will I know how you're going to do it? It's just luck, being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. I think it may have been easier in my time, much easier, simply because we didn't rely so much on social media and internet. So if a job went out, you went and meet people. You met them in a pub, you went for a drink or for a meal, or you went to production office, met everybody. In that way, you got to have a personal relationship with people. I mean, now I do jobs where I've worked for a company maybe 5 years, 6 years, even a director. I've never even met them, ever. In those days, you used to meet everybody. That's how you got work. You had to have a personal relationship. So how do you do it now? I have no idea. I don't know what kind of personal relationship people get from social media. Personally, I don't deal with any of it. So I think if I was going to start now, I would suggest that maybe, because you've got to get off and running. There's no way you're going to be able to get into big companies straight away without any kind of book to show what you've been doing, show reel. So I would suggest, if I had to, I'd say maybe go to the big film schools, international, etc., LCP, and see if you can do third year productions. Third year productions, basically people at that stage are doing the jobs they want to do in real life: director, producer, writers, editors, etc. So everybody's pretty good by their third year. Their third year. They've got better budgets, and you can work on a script. And I think it's a great idea. You can pick up a show reel. You do 10, 20, film school productions, and suddenly you've got a pretty decent show reel. And from there, you can just go on. I mean, there is no secret to all this. A lot of it is luck, having good relationship with people. I wish I could help you more, but there is no answer, as you all know. So what do? What's my skills? What are my skills? I love people. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. Um, I love casting. I've watched cinema and theatre for as long as I can remember. I've always loved this, so I have an understanding of it. So my great skill is being able to maybe transfer that script into a performance from an actor. And that's basically it, really. I mean, there is no great secret, really. There's no great secret in any of the jobs we do. It's just working hard, understanding, listening, talking to producers, talking to the director, and get an idea of what they want. These days, you have to talk to the client and the agency even just as much, because they pull the weight these days. So that's what you have to do. Just speak to people, see what people want, and then go with it that way. Other skills I've had, I don't know. I'm good with a camera. I can direct. That's basically it. Everything else has just been luck. I wish you all well. It's pretty hard, as you all know, as anything in any of these industries are, to get into. But once you're in, it's just as difficult to get out of again. Feel free to ring me. Happy to talk to you or give you as much advice as I possibly can, which is not much, but I'll try my best. And I wish you all the best in the world, as long as you're not taking work off of me. Take care and lots of luck. Take care now. Bye.